if you read your Bible very well in the book of Genesis chapter number 13 verse number 14, the Bible clearly tells you that God spoke to Abraham after Lot had separated with him. You need to understand there are certain distractions in life that they will continue to distract you as long as you continue to tolerate them, and you lose the opportunity to hear the voice of God. God was ready to speak with Abraham, but there were a lot of distractions in his life, including Lot. When Lot separated from Abraham, then God spoke to Abraham. But you need to understand that why did God speak to Abraham is because God wanted to confirm vision with Abraham, because there is no provision without vision. So God wanted to prove to Abraham that within his vision, that's where lies his provision. You need to understand, child of God, that in everything that you do, avoid everything that comes as a distraction. Lot was a distraction in the life of Abraham. Lot caused Abraham to lose the opportunity to hear the voice of God. But when God finally found the opportunity to speak to Abraham, the Bible clearly shows us that before God would do a lot of things with Abraham, he wanted to confirm if really Abraham had a vision. And he said to Abraham, from where you are, I want you to lift up your eyes and see from the north, the south, the east, and the west. From where you are, you need to understand the power of vision. Vision starts from where you are. You need to see from where you are for us to know where you are going. It's not an issue of you saying, I don't have money for me to become greater, for me to become someone. No, you need to understand God said, lift up your eyes from where you are. All you need is a vision. All you need is a vision. At one time, God asked Moses, what do you have? And Moses said, I just have a rod. And God said, throw it down. You need to understand, most of the time, when we are complaining of this and this, I don't have capital, I don't have connection, I don't have this, God knows that he has given you something. And he wants to confirm if you really know that what God has given you, you have it. Sometimes God has given us some things and we don't really know what God has given us. Why? Because we don't really want to discover what God has given us. We take simple what God has given us, yet it is gold in our hands. So God asked Moses, what do you have? As if God is not seeing what Moses has in his hands. And Moses said, a rod. Indeed, can you answer God and tell him what you have? You need to know what you have. You need to know what God has given you, so that God will surely turn that thing and use that thing to change your life. So Moses was asked by God and he answered correctly. And the same thing happened to Abraham in Genesis 13 and 14. God said to him, lift up your eyes from where you are and see. You need to understand, God was confirming vision. He said, I want you to look at the north. I want you to look at the south. I want you to look at the east. I want you to look at the west. And I want to tell you, what you have seen, that's what I will give you. So your vision, as far it can go, that's where God can give you. Don't limit yourself. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop having that mind, that imagination. Don't stop having, because Ephesians 3:20, it says, God shall exceedingly do abundantly above all you think or imagine. So imaginations are needed. You need to understand that your imagination is important. So God comes to confirm your vision. When you hear the voice of God, he will confirm your vision, so that you understand that it is within the vision, that's where lies your provision. And also you need to understand that your victory and your power, the momentum, the strength, the power that you carry, God can come and confirm by asking what you have in your hands. Like Moses, answer correctly, know what you have. God bless you.